I'm sad.
What's going on?
Halloween's over.
Oh. Well, that's okay. I got something to cheer you up. I'm going to talk about the Holocaust.
Today on the show?
Good morning, scallywags.
Normally that would win him points in Cards Against Humanity, but
yeah, that's nothing funny about the Holocaust. But kind of what well, you'll see when I get there.
Okay, yeah. So
but, we're back with what you might have missed. Hope you guys had a good weekend.
Ate a lot of candy.
Yeah.
Half price candy is last Monday. Or last Thursday. Last Thursday was half price candy. Maybe that's why I'm experiencing a sugar coma.
Right, yeah. I was up until 6 o'clock this morning working on W3, and then I went to bed and was out of bed by 9. So I'm pretty tired.
He needs a nap, eh?
Yeah. Even though you're watching this at 6 o'clock in the morning, but. Hey, guess what? We don't film the day of the show.
If you didn't know that.
Didn't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so you, me.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, apparently, up in Toronto, up in Canada.
You got Toronto? Mine's from Montreal.
Well, how about that?
Hey, we got 2 stories from a place that doesn't exist.
And then guess what? I'm heading down to Florida. We got Florida stories because we all know what those are like. But apparently up in Toronto, they've got a raccoon problem.
You think, eh?
Yeah, a little bit, eh?
A little bit, eh?
Yeah. But there's no stopping Toronto's Uber Raccoons.
Uber Raccoon. Now, wait a minute. Are they driving people around, or are they like...
Like Ubermensch.
Oh.
Like the Superman.
Like the Superman. Yes. All right.
Toronto has been called the raccoon capital of the world.
I think they need to drive through Missouri a little bit more and check out the roadkill.
Right, yeah. The trash pandas, as they're affectionately known, have been particularly adept at getting into Toronto's garbage bins.
It's a term of endearment.
It is, yes. The raccoon scourge has been bad enough that the city has spent $31 million on raccoon-resistant organic green-colored waste bins back in 2016. It was the latest assault in what Canadian media, I keep wanting to say, like, Canadian.
Canadian?
Yes, because Americans are from America. Brazilians are from Brazil. So why are Canadians not from Canada? I mean, that's just how it goes. But anyway,
can we just go back? Hashtag raccoon scourge.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Trash panda scourge.
Oh God, even better. Yeah. Hashtag trash panda scourge.
The raccoon.
Oh.
They want the Canadian media has called a raccoon war, the Great Raccoon War of 2018.
Just miles around,
just bodies everywhere,
and trash bins overturned.
Led by General Rocket,
Commander Groot.
I'm sorry, Marvel, we love you. Don't sue us, please.
The Toronto Star recently published a 6,000-word investigation on the bin battle.
6,000 words. Just like a minor little college paper.
So, like, the Vietnam War, they had, like, thousands and thousands of people died. World War II, millions of people died. And the Great Raccoon War, there were 6,000 words printed.
We were having way too much fun with this one story.
That's it. Let's see. It began back in January.
Garbage collectors were on the front line everywhere. Just
keeping our nation safe.
Trash collecting trucks with big old turrets.
It began back in January when I got a message from a friend saying that the new green bins have eliminated the raccoon population in Toronto, says reporter Amy Dempsey, who broke the story. This friend hadn't seen the family of raccoons that had been living in his yard. Dempsey tells NPR's Lulu Garcia Navarro on Weekend Edition that she's reached out to animal behaviors and raccoon expert Suzanne McDonald, who had been hearing the same concerns from locals worried about the possibility of these cities' very fat raccoons that they might starve.
Oh no, they might starve.
So they go from being a scourge to being afraid that they might starve.
Wait till Trump hears about this, there's going to be another wall.
Oh no. She's been measuring and weighing dead raccoons since about a year before the green bin rollout started. started to see whether the body mass index had changed. So I asked if I could go
federal dollars at work.
And that's where it started. Oh, let's see. Oh, man.
Can I have $1 million grant to go study how the BMI index of a raccoon is affected over time?
She said that they're not losing weight, but they're not starving to death, is what they kind of came to. The bins feature a rotating handle on the lid that connects to a disc on the inside, which, when the lid is shut, fastens into a made-in-Germany gravity lock.
So you've created a lock. Good job.
You can open the bins by turning the circular latch or by turning the bins upside down to 110 degrees.
But only 110 degrees.
Yes, exactly. Don't be off.
Don't be any shorter anymore.
Which triggers the release of the gravity lock. The gravity lock is there to let a robotic arm on garbage trucks open the bins.
I'm going to need that guy's arm.
Little rocket joke there. Raccoons weren't able to open the bins and test that McDonald's ran. They don't have opposable thumbs, but somehow raccoons kept getting into some people's trash cans, including those of Dempsey and her neighbor. Was it an Uber raccoon? I imagine meetings led by genius raccoons like ours, who had successfully broken into green bins and now enjoyed prestige in the raccoon community.
Them evil, nefarious raccoons.
Let's see. They blamed on faulty or broken bins, and they replaced those faulty bins with new ones. But then the raccoons got into the second one. And then the city came back and said, well, actually, we think there might be something wrong with the second bin that you've had as well. So, long story. This is a really long story. So, I mean, long story short, the Great Raccoon War of 2018 rages on in Canada.
Oh, the last line's amazing. One of the videos I captured, the raccoon just walks up to the bin, pulls it right down, and it lands with a bang, and she turns and looks directly at the camera, almost as if to say, "Ha, you can't stop me. You can't stop me."
So fat Uber super raccoons are getting fat.
You can just see like a raccoon raccoon Stark in a lab and creating its Captain America type Uber raccoon. Oh, I don't know where to go after that. Should I talk about the heels or should I talk about the naked man?
Talk about the heels first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Breaking news out of Montreal. A pair of Montreal designers whose work aims to provoke society are getting a reaction with high-heeled shoes designed to look like surgically altered feet.
They're gross.
They are gross. Fecal matter. That's exactly what it is.
Also gross.
Fecal matter. The fashion label of Montreal partners Hannah Rose Dalton and Stephen Raha. That's a name I'm gonna.
Wait. So their fashion label
is called Fecal Matter.
Well, they are the.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to attempt. Stephen previously used a Photoshop version of its skin heel to promote some of their designs, and they have now made the shoe into reality. The thin, high-heeled shoe comes complete with photos and realistic skin, featuring moles and hair and uneven skin tones. The duo said they've only made one pair so far, but are planning to sell more for just $10,000.
Oh, only.
Wow.
So you can look like a freak of nature for $10,000.
Here again, I think I could find $10,000 to spend on different things. Then
yeah. So they come with moles and hairs.
Not even skin tones. Don't forget that.
I mean, do they like dry out and flake on the bottoms? Or
they get ashy. I'm sure they get ashy. They crack.
Callous.
They crack and callous.
If you walk in them for too long, they get big blisters on them.
That'd be unfortunate. Like right on the heel.
Yeah.
The heel of the heel.
Right across the ball of the toe.
Yeah.
Right underneath the toes.
If you break it, does it like bruise?
I don't know. It should.
It should. So yeah, if you got
$10,000 for it,
it better be plated in gold for $10,000. What are you talking about? Anyway, what else you got?
Well, of course, Halloween just passed, so wouldn't be what you might have missed if we didn't cover at least one funny Halloween story.
Right.
Alabama woman is frightened after zombie teeth get stuck in her mouth.
Well, maybe she shouldn't kiss zombies. Oh, wait, you're actually talking about her teeth.
Well, they like bit in and then got. Oh no, wait, no, that's not what happened.
When is she the zombie antivirus thing?
Anna Tew was planning to be a zombie for the haunting holiday and spent $3 on a pair of fake teeth for the costume.
Well, there you go.
Hang on. I want to interject real quick. So you remember, like, last week and maybe even the week before, how the Huffington Post, like, there today on the show.
Yeah.
Today on the show again.
We have ringtones you can inquire about.
Yes,
them.
there's also a Worst Week Wednesday ringtone, and one from Chapo saying, "Do you use the meat in a shoe sandwich?" But there were no weird puns.
Hey, I'm tasty meat inside the show sandwich,
yeah.
okay?
So there was like a week or two there where there was no weird puns from the Huffington Post, and we were really concerned about it. This one story makes up for all of that. Because it's like every other sentence. Anna Tew was planning to be a zombie for the haunting holiday and spent $3 on a pair of fake teeth for the costume. The zombie teeth attached to her regular chompers with adhesive, but she became unglued.
Oh no!
When she realized the fake teeth were stuck. I was trying to remove them, but because they were just tight. She told WKRG TV, "We're here for you." They wouldn't budge. I even took a pair of wire clippers to cut the tips off of those.
Oh, good God.
Tew couldn't eat or drink because of the fake teeth, but tried drinking hot coffee, hoping the heat would loosen the glue. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. I drooled hot coffee, I guess you could say. They wouldn't budge. I'm panicking. Of course, I've had a few panic attacks by this point. I tried to sleep, but no sleeping. In the morning, she attempted to get out of the sticky situation by making an emergency dental appointment, but the solution wasn't quickly found. They looked and pulled a little bit, and they were like, well, we're going to have to use a saw or cut it off in sections or drill it off. They really didn't know what to do. Tew couldn't be numbed during the appointment because the dentist feared that her teeth might get pulled out by mistake. So he went in and picked and pulled, and I squealed like a baby, and they got them out. The dentist, Dr. John Murphy, told the station that the gums can sometimes cause something to adhere to the teeth and get stuck. Tew's teeth were back to their pre-zombie state, and she has learned a valuable, if scary, life lesson from the ordeal. I will never do that again, she told the station. I will never put anything like that again in my mouth.
But other things are okay.
Yeah, just nothing like that.
Just nothing like that, yeah.
Next time I'll get vampire teeth and glue those in instead.
Oh, I like how you read that with the southern.
Well, she's from Alabama.
Yeah,
she's
that nice little
Alabama.
Like little backwoods kind of draw right there.
Well, if you could actually hear her real voice, it's way worse than what I do.
Oh wow, is there a video?
Oh yeah, of the interview.
Yeah. So go ahead and watch that, and you can see just how bad it is.
Yeah.
Bad teeth, bad interview, bad person all around. Bad idea.
Speaking of bad people.
Speaking of bad people, hey, this comes from our hometown.
Hey!
And this makes me a little sad. Naked man steals a car from a business on the north side of town.
Oh, imagine that. It's from the north side.
Yep. Ooh, that's all the way out at the industrial complex, too. A man walking around in broad daylight in North Springfield took off with someone's car. I don't want it back. Because there's a naked man in there, said car owner Curtis Jones. Curtis. Oh.
Sing me a song, Curtis Jones. Curtis. Oh, wait, that's Curtis Lowe. Never mind.
Tuesday was just a normal day for him until he was heading home from a long day at work to get off work and see that someone, probably on drugs, you're probably right, just living a crappy life, just came and stole my vehicle. He's parked his car in the same lot for 10 years and it's usually locked except for this one time.
That's what you get.
That's what you get. We started going to the area businesses to see if anyone had a video surveillance. That's when Jones met Michael McGuire. He works at a nearby company and said he saw the man who stole Jones' car. He caught the man walking down the street on cell phone video. Are we going to show the video?
No.
No?
Just a picture.
Just a picture, okay. I don't think you want
There's nothing much to
Yeah. That's when Jones met... we assumed the car wasn't his because we're not sure where he hid the keys. Yes.
I can give you a couple of ideas.
None of them are pleasant.
None of them are pleasant, no.
We were unloading a truck just right there. One of the guys just happened to look over them and was like, hey, I think that guy's naked. The man rummaged through a dumpster to find something to cover up with. Huggies box or a diaper box, McGuire said, describing what the man used. McGuire and another coworker watched the man for a few minutes, perplexed, mind you. There goes a naked man.
Don't look, Ethel!
Here comes Boogity.
Then he jumped in his work truck to follow him. We pulled and watched for a second, and it looked like he was kind of digging through the car. We turned around. We were going to pull back in there, but by the time we turned around, he was pulling out and was already down the road. McGuire said they did their best to keep pace with the man. We called the police and tried to keep a tail on him, but it just didn't happen.
And being that this was from Springfield, he probably did say police.
More than likely.
Not today on
the show, remake or stutter edition.
Yeah.
We're just out $8,000 gone. Even if he steals everything in it, I wish we could get it back and it be running, he said of the car. The police report has been filed. However, if you happen to know the man in the video and can help get this car back to its owner, you're please asked to call the Springfield Police Department.
So here's that picture again. If this Heine looks familiar, gotta call the Springfield Police Department.
You know, there's a Will Smith song back when he was in the 80s that comes to mind where he got thrown out of a potential lover's house with just his tidy whities on in the snow. That
Back
kind
in
of
the DJ Jazzy Jeff from the Fresh Prince days.
that just kind of reminds me of, what if this guy was just a jaded lover and he came home and his husband was there and, boy, I'm gonna learn you something today.
Right?
And just bails out of the second story window with all he's got on.
Yeah. I need a car.
I need a car now.
So, you've heard all kinds of horror stories. HOAs, homeowners associations. Unless you're like, an active member of the HOA, then you probably hate them. You just let me. I don't want to pay to fertilize my lawn. Whatever.
Or I have to mow it on a certain day.
Mow it when I get to it. Yeah.
Or not be able to put a basketball hoop over your garage.
Right.
It's my house. I'm paying for it.
Well, a woman down in Florida, good old Florida.
Yay,
we
Florida!
love Florida stories. Found a way to kind of get back at her HOA in a rather disturbing manner. Florida woman says Holocaust-themed yard display is meant to spite HOA.
It's spiting other things, too.
Actually, not as much as you might think. A Florida woman says she's getting death threats because of the Holocaust-themed display.
And you say it doesn't spite other things.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Wait till it gets...
I was actually divided on this story too.
But like when you hear why she did it,
okay. There's a payoff then, right?
Susan Lamberton, a realtor in Newport Richey, put up a display earlier this week featuring skeletons with concentration camp ID numbers on their arm and a Star of David on their chest. The discomforting display also features a sign reading Arbeit macht frei, which means work sets you free in German. It's a slogan, I probably butchered that pronunciation. It's a slogan that was on display at the entrance of Nazi concentration camps like Auschwitz. Lamberton's perturbed neighbor said that the display is especially scary coming so soon after the Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. It sickens me that we have this, with what happened in Pittsburgh. Neighbor Bonnie Katz told local station WFLA-TV, we're here for you. Bonnie's husband, Michael Katz, said that the decorations send the message that Lamberton hates the Jews and that we should die. Lamberton, however, told the Huffington Post that she herself is Jewish. She said that the display is not for Halloween, but is meant as a political protest against her local homeowners association. And there's a Good Mythical Morning ringtone. Lamberton accuses the HOA of harassing her because she put a sign with the Star of David in her yard, which she said is allowed by the rules. Huffington Post wasn't able to reach the HOA for comment. Lamberton said that she put the display up last week. She didn't seem concerned about the optics after Pittsburgh and claimed to be unaware of the shooting because she works too much and keep track of the news. She said that she will keep the display up as long as she feels like, thanks to her First Amendment rights to free speech. Now, you might be Jewish, and your HOA might have told you that your Star of David sign wasn't okay. But jumping straight to the Holocaust is a little extreme, okay? Just a little extreme.
That's coming from us.
You want to get back at your HOA, don't mow your yard, or, I don't know, put up two of the signs or something.
Paint your driveway a weird color, or your house,
right.
or anything.
Or a mannequin of the HOA president dressed as Hitler.
That's not much better. That really isn't much better, Joe Chapo.
Well, there's always helicopters. Worked for me.
Oh, we're gonna end from Jewish Holocaust to. Did you know we're a dying breed?
What?
Men are a dying breed.
Oh, yeah.
Sex dolls, which can go all night long, could replace men as women can't tell the difference. Look, here you go. If you can't tell flesh and blood from silicone, you got a problem. Men face being redundant in the bedroom if women turn to silicone robots which do not tired or suffer from performance issues. It comes as the world's first Harmony sex doll owner exclusively revealed the realism of romping with the artificially intelligent android to the Daily Star Online. The male equivalent, dubbed Gabriel, is also programmed with unique conversations and stories to share. Wow, that's great and all. Women will not have to worry about making any effort to get pleasure in the bedroom as the doll satisfies every whim. Really? Does it cuddle nicely? Does it keep you warm on cold winter nights? Can it go make you a sandwich after it's done?
They mean it satisfies every whim by it lays there and doesn't talk.
It also won't leave the toilet seat up.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to go to the bathroom.
Will it open that jar?
Good point.
Can it reach
kill that spider?
Can it reach the top shelf for you? Yeah. Can it kill the spider?
Well, I mean, if you throw it at it.
The robots are said to be extremely lifelike, with each model customized to meet the customer's various requirements.
You can even get it with a sock monkey hat.
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's only another $1,000.
Wait, a sock monkey?
Sock
There's
monkey.
a picture of one with a sock monkey hat.
Yeah, right here.
There you go.
Yeah. They're extremely lifelike, with each model customized to meet the customer's various requirements, including the head, the body, and the gender. I thought we were talking about male robots.
We've talked about the female ones plenty.
Yeah. They are hand-painted to include details such as freckles, birthmarks, and even scars. But some online critics insist men have nothing to fear. One said, well, men are moving away from women and vice versa, but ask me this, can it kill a spider? Looks like we were talking about, or remove a mouse from a mouse trap. If not, we still have a job to do, my friends. Another added, if those wonderful imperfections that has your woman quietly drifting to sleep at night with a little comfortable smile on her face. One joked, bummer.
One joked,
bummer when she goes for a romantic meal out and the manager tells her they don't accept plastic. Oh.
I see what you did there.
Both the Harmony and Gabriel dolls are made by Real Doll, the world's leading sex doll producer. And you know what? You can get your own Real Doll for the low price of just $13,500. Back to you, Vanna. Or back to you, Shpoo.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, you don't have anything else?
No.
I don't want to ever spend $13,000 on something that's just going to lay there.
On a piece of silicone.
No, I need a new truck.
I think of a lot of things to do with $13,000.
I need new living room furniture. A TV would be home entertainment system would be.
What would you do with $13,000?
Yeah, go ahead and tell us
in the comments below.
That's right. You can follow across all of our social media platforms. There's the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Twitter.
And continue to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
One click, guys. That's all it takes. Push to 300. We'd like to get. I don't know why I did 300.
600 is good too.
600 is good too. We'd like to see that before the end of season 2, and just a
Which
month
is in
away.
just
4
a
month
weeks.
away. So go ahead and keep doing those things, like the bell icons and the subscribing and the following and the going to the Facebook page.
Oh God, yes.
Where you can contact us for some merch.
Yes, you can get yourself a show T-shirt. It comes in a vast array of colors.
A menagerie of colors,
if you will, a plethora. Just send us a private message there on our Facebook page and let us know 3 things: what color of shirt would you like, what color of text would you like, and what size would you like?
I almost need to go back to kindergarten. I messed things up on my hand.
1, 2, 7. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
The prices of those shirts.
$20 for a short sleeve shirt. You can pick up a long sleeve one for $22. You can also get one of our oh so lovely hoodies for $25.
They are girlfriend worthy hoodies. That's
Indeed.
right. Or
Nice and
wife worthy hoodies. Yeah.
Because they will steal them.
Yeah. So last month it was all about spooky stuff. Starting tomorrow, guys, we're going to delve into a little bit of conspiracies. So we hope to see you back on Tuesday.
Indeed. Goodbye.
5 days until the election. I don't really care.
But here's your Russian clip of the day.
Сейчас я вам гараж покажу. Вообще атас. Мечта любого гаражиста, блядь. Мечта любого водителя его иметь в гараже такую коллекцию. Прикольно.
Ты быстро снимаешь как-то.
Нормально, нормально.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you liked what you see, go ahead and click on our faces to go ahead and subscribe to get all of our Monday through Friday stuff.
Indeed. And here's a couple of links down below that you can follow to watch more shows like it. Tons of great content right here at Scallywag Productions. We'll see you tomorrow.